I think when we started the project, we all had realized that we were dealing with a legacy, very static website that had been in place for over a decade. And that if we were going to create a dynamic and forward-looking website, we needed to really create a process and procedures that would support that. Before the web governance that we put together with mStoner, it was really 5 art schools and a number of other departments and divisions around the campus who were just doing what they needed to do to keep a very static site up and running. And obviously, the next step of creating a good web governance is having the staff that can actually do the work. And before this time, kind of the work that was being done on the web was decentralized, and having a centralized staff that was dedicated to the web, dedicated to keeping it dynamic and keeping it updated, as well as being able to support the policies and procedures through the web governance was crucial. I think we had some ideas. The School of the Arts had some ideas going into the project about what the staffing would look like. I think mStoner was able to give us a good sounding board and maybe to make us look at things realistically about some of the best practices that are out there in other higher education institutions, but also having established a shared vocabulary and a shared knowledge of our school. mStoner was really able to look at us and say, from what we know about your institution, here's what we think might work. And so it was a great collaboration of trying to figure out from a web governance standpoint what would work, but then also from a staffing with all the limitations that come with budget constraints and areas of reporting structures, those sort of things, what would work on our campus.